Welcome to All Pro Racing, Talladega Super Speedway, or our Tuesday night special. Join us every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for joining us. Just getting our practice underway. Welcome to All Pro Racing, Talladega Super Speedway. Andrew Williams out here working with Damon Tuesday night special. Join us every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Oh yeah, I got it. Thanks for joining us. I don't hear any trucks though. Getting our practice underway. I just hear a voice. Okay. Why don't you head to the booth and we'll join you when it's time to do voice overs. Welcome to All Pro Racing, Talladega Super Play your music. Andrew Williams out here working with Damon Tuesday night special. Join us every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Oh yeah, I got it. Thanks for joining us. I don't hear any trucks though. Getting our I was saying, why don't you go to the booth and go live? Ready. It's way behind. It's already up to 40 seconds behind instead of 30. So it like increases over time. I got the engine sound. Yep.
Yeah, you strung that one up.
Join us, have your friends and family join us. We're now on YouTube instead of Twitch. So go to YouTube, search All Pro Racing. I put the link up there as well, but it is a live stream onto YouTube. It'll be documented there later. Qualifying is just one session, 20 minutes. Everybody out there, everything goes. There's no admitting at all in this race or qualifying.
Hey, Rod, what's going on, man? I seen you just entered.
Hey, James, how you doing, man?
Great, man. You want me to slow up a little bit, man? I sure did enjoy racing with you tonight.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Mark.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, everybody. Let's let me get in here, and thanks for the setup. It's working good. Hey, Rod, I'm slowing up for you, man. I just want to cruise with you so we can just kind of have fun again.
Twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallant
Hi, Mike Ellis here. Welcome to the Talladega Super Speedway for our Tuesday night running of All Pro Racing Super Speedway Series. $10 cash to our winner tonight. Joining me in the booth tonight, Jonas Hankins. Jonas, how you doing? You've been watching practice out there. What have you been seeing?
Well, Mike, I've been seeing a lot of guys getting together, trying to get teammates. A lot of fast times. They really looking for teammates right now. So, we'll see what goes on in the race, but everything looks good.
As qualifying starts, we have 20 minutes, open qualifying NASCAR style here. One session only, and there are a bunch of them going out right now as a pack, it looks like. So not only pairs, but pairs maybe working together. So these guys trying to pair up. You've got to in this situation, or you're not going to get a good time. Looks like the 48 is out there by himself. Tanner Siegford, he's out there looking for help. He tries to latch on to the back a couple of these pairs, but not going to help him very much.
Back here we got Donald Jinks and I think it's Mike Wheeler teaming up. Looks like they getting ready to go around for their first lap.
And down at the entrance of pit road, a bunch of trucks just kind of staging, trying to figure out their dance partner here. The 12 is sitting here, 22, 10, and 76. It looks just like the NASCAR qualifying. These guys trying to figure out what to do. I watched the Talladega qualifying NASCAR did this last week. It was the first time they did it on a super speedway with the open qualifying session. And there were a lot of games going on where the Hendrick cars would line up and go out, but like Stewart would stay back and try to hold back the other cars behind them so they couldn't get a run. And wondering if we're going to see stuff like that going on in here.
Looks like Travis McNutt is finally getting him a teammate. Teddy Wisniewski.
Well, on the provisional pole, the usual suspects, Damon Gilbert, Dustin Lee, which we always see them working together with almost identical times, 52.54s. And then third and fourth, Rod Romanus Sr., iRacing's Iron Man, and Donald Sadusky with identical times to the thousands, 52.658s. Rounding out the top five, Mike Wheeler with the 52.83. And now Mike Wheeler bumps to the provisional pole with Rod Romanus Sr. with a 52.47. Wow. So a lot of these guys have made their first run and now thinking about making another run. About 16 minutes left to go.
Hearing a lot of chatter on the radio, drivers trying to team up to get better lap times. 52.473, Mike Wheeler, pretty good lap.
We still have drivers out there by themselves. The 13, Jeff Martin. Looks like the 48 is finally going to hook up Tanner Siegfert with Jeff Martin in the 13. These guys are well down in the running order and are anxious to get a good lap and maybe get up here to the top 10.
Ooh, got a new one. James McElhatton. I hope I'm saying that right. 51.735.
Yeah, but who's pushing James McElhatton? Looks like the 10 of Matt Cook, but Matt Cook is running dead last in 24th. Now what happens here, folks, is that the pusher, if you get a 0X at all while you're pushing them, and that means an incidental contact, the lap doesn't count because we are in qualifying. So it's lots of times it doesn't work out for the pusher, it works out for the pushee, and that was James McElhatton as the pushee, who's now our provisional pole sitter with a fantastic lap, 51.73. And interestingly, right behind the 30 and the 10 is the 73 of Jeremy Crandall, who doesn't necessarily look like he has a partner. Oh, as the 10 blows his engine, Matt Cook gave it all he had and more. So let's reset our qualifying order. James McElhatton, then Donald Kendrick, Damon Gilbert, Dustin Lee, Mike Wheeler. So I kind of thought after watching like I was talking about the Talladega qualifying in NASCAR last week, that some of these drivers tonight might have picked up on what was going on there and try it. And basically what they were doing is running as a pack. Right now, these guys are not running as a pack. They're running kind of spread out pairs. And I tell you what, they're going to get faster times if they're all together in a group. And they're not doing that. But we'll see if they wise up. It's hard to organize. It's like people say, trying to organize cats or herd cats. Picking up our, what I'll call hard luck case pair, Tanner Siegfert and Jeff Martin, the 13 and the 48. They're well down in the order. Let's see if they pick up any time here. Still struggling. Andrew Williams out there by himself looking for help.
We have a Cecil Renee out here driving by himself, looking for a teammate.
I know, it's so easy for us to see it from up here in the booth. If you're out there on track, you're like, where's everybody, you know? It's a big track. Here's another one running by himself, the 02 Michael Ladd running the Voodoo Ride. Looks like Mike Wheeler is on a hot lap here with the 8 truck of Alan Tardif and the Skeleton Chevy Silverado. They're coming off into 3 here, going into 4. Looks like they might be on a hot one here. We'll have to see if they are able to advance. Mike Wheeler in the 42, currently shown in the 7th spot. Well, Alan Tardif advances up to 12th with that run, but Mike Wheeler doesn't advance his run. Still currently P7. As they switch, and they're going to give it another run. Nice switch, and didn't lose a lot of momentum, so they'll come around to the green and do one more lap, and that should be a hot one.
All right, we got Damon Gilbert and Dustin Lee pushing each other. this is going to be a pretty good tandem here. Damon's got a 51.54. Dustin Lee's got a 51.54. So, yeah, pushing along.
Yep, yeah, they've taken over the pole spot and it bumped James McElhatton down to third. Donald Kendrick is now fourth. Cameron Wilson fifth. So Cameron Wilson, we haven't called Cameron out tonight. Out there working with the three of Donald Jinks. Jinks up on the wheel pushing. They're getting ready to come around to the line. Let's see what Cameron Wilson, who's currently P5, Donald Jinks in P6, what do they got? They weren't able to advance their time there. So Damon Gilbert is still our provisional pole sitter. 9 minutes left. James is running those Earnhardt colors.
Yeah,
a lot of people were talking about the 3-car coming back to the Sprint Cup Series, the NASCAR, Jonas, and a lot of mixed feelings from a lot of the fans, but I personally like to see the 3 out here on the track. It's been long enough. It's been, what, 12 years?
Yeah, it's been 12 years. It's been 12 long years. I personally like to see the 3-car out there, and awesome driver, Austin Dillon. Can't go wrong with Austin Dillon. He's looking pretty good in the car. I think, probably give him about one more year, and he'll be running for a championship.
Yeah, nice kid, clean cut, and got the talent, obviously, to get the job done, and nice combination. I think it's a perfect legacy for that number and Dale Earnhardt himself and his career. So nice to see the 3 out here. Donald Jinks backing it up here in iRacing and showing the colors proud. But he's on a run right now with the 21, Cameron Wilson. They're coming around. Now this is the hot lap that we were talking about. Let's see if they can advance their times. And they cross the line. Jinks up to 5th. No, Jinks is 7th. Cameron Wilson got up to 6th. So the guy he was pushing got a bump, but Jinks still showing P7. 7 minutes left. $10 to our winner. Make sure to check it out. Check us out on Facebook. And obviously, if you're watching this, you've noticed we've moved to YouTube and left twitch.tv. Find us on YouTube. Much better over there. Cleaner looking broadcast and better quality. And a bigger audience, too. Bigger perspective audience. So we welcome you being on YouTube, and make sure to follow us over there so you can be notified when we do videos and such. So these guys setting up for a final run, Jonas. What do you see going on out there?
I'm looking at Alan Tardif. He pulled up a pretty good lap there. I'm not sure if he was pushing or leading or what, but that's a pretty decent lap, 51.71.
Yeah, he was working with Mike Wheeler, I believe, but Mike Wheeler's down in the 12th spot. But we saw Mike Wheeler up in the top 5 there early in qualifying, so we know he's fast. Got some other new names in the top 10. Isaiah Sutherland in the 124 truck has gotten up to the 8th spot with a 52.32. Nice run for Isaiah. Oh, as the 41 slams the wall, as Isaiah blows the engine, pushing his partner there to the line, and the Suave for Men truck. Jinx is on a hot one with the 21 of Cameron Wilson. They're currently P6 and 7, coming to the line now. Can Jinx get it done here? Needs a half second for the pole. And they do not advance their times. So 14 and 19 working together out there. Rod Romanus Sr. and Donald Sadusky. Well back in the order at 15th and 17th. These guys are desperate to get in the top 10. Let's see if Sadusky's got anything as they come through the tri-oval here. A beautiful day at Talladega. 82 degrees out there. Winds out of the north, 12 mile an hour. And Sadusky and Romanus Sr. do not advance their times neither. So Damon Gilbert still our provisional pole sitter. Whoa, we got a wreck out there. Take a replay on the 8 truck of Alan Tardif, who's currently P3. He gets wiped out here hard. Looks like the 8 is coming out on the track. The 42 is next to him, and the 42 looks like just turns him. And quite a wreck. The 84 involved. But not sure what was going on there, but tough break for several trucks getting caught up in that. We're under 3 minutes left.
And the question is anybody going to beat this time Damon Gilbert and Dustin Lee put up here? Is anybody in these 32 or 34 trucks going to get this time that these guys set up there?
I don't think so. I mean, you look at the 3rd and 4th place, they're 2/10 off, and that's a lot at this track. So, I mean, they really did put a smoking lap up there. Yeah, it looks good here. I'm seeing the website, though. So 2 minutes left here in qualifying. Damon Gilbert, currently our pole sitter. The 83 and the 33 are on a hot one here. They have nothing. They did not even break into the top 20. No, I see black. It's pitch black. Still says live. Yeah, we're good. 30 seconds left in qualifying. What do you think, Jonas? Anybody out there got any hot laps here as we come to the checkered flag?
I'm looking at Donald King and Isa Sutherland. They have Donald Kendrick, and let me see, David Whiteside. They're all bunched up together. Looks like David Whiteside's going down. Looks like Donald King is on a hot one. Donald Jinx.
Well, we're out of time. So they didn't get it done. It looks like. So Damon Gilbert, Dustin Lee, we're used to seeing these two trucks working together, and they get the pole position front row with a 51.54. Nice looking lap out there. So, you know, a lot of things could affect it, like the wind and stuff, but I think I recall when they put that time up, and they were in traffic. And I'm telling you, if you run in a pack, we're going to get better times. So we'll have to see if these guys pick up on that, but Damon Gilbert, Dustin Lee, get it done.
It was funny on that Talladega weekend play,
As we get ready for our All-Pro Racing Grid, presented by Michelangelo's Painting, our sponsor tonight, who's put up our prize-winning $10 cash for the winner. If you have any painting needs in the Phoenix area, make sure to check out Michelangelo's Painting. Let's take our starting grid, starting with Damon Gilbert on the pole, the Monster Energy 68 Chevy Silverado, his teammate Dustin Lee on the outside. Hey, and check out, he's got our series sponsor right on the back of that truck, Michelangelo's Painting, on that Olive Hills Welding Chevy Silverado. Nice looking rig. Alan Tardif's going to start third in the 8 truck, Skeleton Chevy Silverado. 30, James Mick L. Hatton. Starting 5th, Jeremy Crandall. Brian Cross will be starting a 78 in the 6th spot. Donald Kendrick in the National Guard Chevy Silverado 72, starting in the 7th spot. Cameron K. Wilson starting in the 8th spot in that purple and black truck. Donald Jinks in the Earnhardt Goodwrench Chevy Service Plus Chevy Silverado starting 9th. Matt Cook on his outside starting 10th in the Diet Mountain Dew Chevy Silverado. Can't miss that bright green. So let's take a look at 11th spot, Stephen Earp in the Carolina 53. Isaiah Sutherland start 12th in the Suave for men truck. Donald Sadusky. Hey, any race with Sadusky is pretty exciting usually. Let's see what Sadusky's got out there. Rod Romanus Sr., iRacing's Iron Man. He's in every race I'm in and more, I'm sure. Guy is always on. Rod Romanus Sr. starting in the Bass Pro Shops, 14th spot. Tanner Siegfried, 15th. Logitech 48 car. Jeff T. Martin in the 13. RedneckRacing.com. Rednecks Racing? I don't know how to say that, Jeff. Sorry. Cecil Rene, one of our previous winners, running the Roush Performance Chevy Silverado. Wow, Roush does Chevys. That's a first one for Cecil Rene. Mike Wheeler, 18th. Teddy Wisniewski starting 19th, and rounding out the top 20, David Whiteside. 42 trucks, full house out here, folks. Thanks for joining us at All Pro Racing. Boy, Jonas, what do you expect on these first laps? We got 50 to go.
In the driver's mind, trying to find a teammate, about a half a lap or so, and just ease through it. It's a long race, so I hope they keep it green, clean and green.
Well, let's certainly hope so. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to join us every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. We run these super speedway races. We give away cash. We fill the house, and we end up with great racing, folks. This is better than NASCAR. Trust me. Pace car lights are off. Somebody's pulling off to pit road here. 22, something's going on with the 22. Teddy Wisniewski. Pace car's off. Looks like the 22 exited the track. I'm not sure what happened with Teddy. Green flag. Lonnie called it home. Dinner. David Gilbert brings them down. Now, how will he work this out with his teammate, which is right on his outside? They want to get hooked up. I bet David's going to come up and pick up Dustin. Let's see here. Sure enough, he does. Oh, and we got one on the apron down here. The Colorado truck. And everyone scrambles and gets around him. We stay green. So Gilbert and Lee got first and second, but they're trying to get down. They get down. Top five all lined up here on the bottom. What's going on farther back in the pack?
I'm saying Ryan McGorick. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. He's got a little damage on his back end of his truck.
Yeah, quite a race back here beyond fifth spot. Taking a look back at sixth. Through 10, they're pretty much lined up. And then back in the 11th spot, Stephen Earp, Isaiah Sutherland. So everyone trying to jockey for position early in the race here. Apron is not your friend, so seeing a lot of people getting close to the apron. So up front, we got quite a race for the lead here. Oh, as the 21 abandons his partner pretty much, it looks like there. Cameron K. Wilson changing from the third lane to the second lane. So the 30, oh, and now the Matt Cook gets a door slam there. Looks like the 53 got into Matt Cook a little bit. I think Jinx is having flashing problems and drifted back. And now we got side by side for the lead. Cameron K. Wilson being pushed by the 30, James McElhatton. And they got it almost here. Dustin Lee is having none of it as he pushes his partner clear on the bottom. That's definitely the preferred lane down there. But these guys are making Dustin push hard. He's going to get hot fast. Whoa, and Dustin Lee goes up, slams the 21, and the 21 drifts back. That was almost a caution. Something's up with the 21.
Got one. We got one that done fell into the pits there. I'm not sure who that is.
Oh, we're under caution back here. We got some green trucks wrecking. Yeah, you know what happened is Dustin Lee got into that 22 and put him up into the wall, and that's what started that.
There's way too much talking while the race is going on, guys.
Let's pick up the 0-2 replay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was trying to apologize.
It actually looks like the 20 is what started with the 20 truck of James DeVille. I'm picking up a replay on the 20 here. Michael Ladd is following the action. The 36 gets into the back of the 20, knocks him down to the apron. The 20 cannot keep it down, and he comes up and takes out 3 trucks all at once. So James DeVille taking a ride on the apron there, bringing out our yellow flag.
Yeah, Michael. We got Michael Ladd down here smoking. I think his motor might be a little bit fried.
Yeah, it's a tough break there, but you know, if you bump somebody too hard, that can happen, and they can knock them down to the apron. As the coming back to live action, the leaders are approaching pit road. Looks like the top 6 or 7 stay out, and then they start peeling off. Definitely some split strategies here, as about 15 cars head to pit road here. So Alan Tardif is on pit road. He was running in the 3rd spot. Looks like he's getting some repairs done. So up front, looks like it's Matt Cook, then Damon Gilbert, then Isaiah Sutherland, then Dustin Lee, Rod Romanus Sr. round out the top 5. So let's see if we can do a driver interview here. I'm thinking Dustin Lee running P3, P4 right now. I think he was involved with the 22 incident there right before the caution. Let's see what he says about it.
Hey, Dustin Lee, Mike Ellis up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah.
Well, you guys were running up front there on the bottom. Looked pretty clean, and then somehow it looks like you door slammed with the 22, and he hit the wall. And just wondering how your truck is out there since you didn't pit.
I think it's okay. It's still tracking pretty straight. I don't know what happened there. I don't know whether I hit the apron or he come down a little too close to my door. I'm not sure.
Well, there's a lot of wind. The wind is fluctuating from 12 to 15 mile an hour from the north. That might be a factor. I see a lot of trucks moving around a lot out there tonight. So be safe and hold her straight, and we'll be watching.
10-4.
All right, Dustin Lee thinking he can survive without pitting for damage here.
Yes, I've seen a lot of drivers moving around myself. I didn't know the wind was that high myself, you know. But they do have that one reset, so, you know, still a long race to go.
I wasn't sure we had resets, do we? Oh, so there is one reset, okay. So pace car lights are off. We're doing single file restarts. We did this to try to keep cautions to a minimum, and it seems to have worked. The double file restarts really breed more cautions. more than anything. So let's see how these guys line up. The expected way to do this is to line up along the wall up high in the high lane so nobody can pass you on the right, okay? Because if they pass you on the left, they get black flag. So that's the smart thing to do. Let's see if these guys do it. Something's up with the 124 has disappeared. Yeah, he's disconnected off the track. Isaiah Sutherland, he was having a nice run. Got up to the top 5 there for a while. Sorry to see you go, Isaiah. Come back next time. Be sure to run with All Pro Racing. 43 laps remaining. And sure enough, Matt Cook goes up top, just like I called it. He knows. But Gilbert leaving a little gap here. Probably thinking him and Dustin Lee are going to dive low. They can't do it before they cross the line. But I'm sure Matt Cook might have second thoughts about that. He's going to want to stay in front of them. Green, green. They all come down together, top 5 in a row here. Oh, we're wrecking in the back. Another green truck. The 36 of Jason Cardwell. And it looks like we had a big checkup on this restart there. The 76 went high, the 36 went high. And the 36 is on the outside at Crandall, and the 83 of Rob Malone, and Rob Malone and the 36 of Jason Cardwell get together. I don't think Jason Cardwell knew the 83 was even there. He started to come down, and they hit. We're under yellow again.
We got
Tough break for Cardwell.
we got Kevin O'Brien here with a bunch of damage on the Caterpillar Chevrolet.
Yeah, he was a casualty, and he got caught up in that. So everyone trying to get information, figure out what happened, and everyone's fired up. Well, that's what happens when you get cautions out here. Now, so who will stop this time as leaders come up to the pace car here in turn 4?
I'm thinking maybe Matt Cook maybe will stop. He's got some damage on his back quarter panel there.
Well, remember Dustin Lee made contact too, and these guys haven't stopped. I think it was the top 6 or so that stayed out last time. They can't make it on fuel, obviously. So yeah, Dustin Lee peels off. Matt Cook stays out. Whoa, Dustin Lee fakes actually. And Rod Romana Sr. is on pit road by himself. Ouch. Sadusky calling out to Rod, hey, you were too quick there, I would have came with you. Rod Romanus in there getting topped off with fuel here. 40 laps to go, 10 down. Let's get rid of these cautions and have us some green flag running. Back up front, Matt Cook is our leader. So let's see if we can get an interview. You want to pick up this interview, Jonas? I'm thinking Sadusky Ask him if he meant to pit there with Romana Senior.
Yeah, Sandusky.
Isaiah's 2 left.
Yeah.
Channel clear. Sandusky. Donald Sandusky. I was way up there in the booth. We just want to ask a few questions. Did you mean to go in the pits with Rod Romanus there?
Yeah, I wish you would have reminded me to go in. I'm actually going in right now. I'll get with him. I'm pitting right now. I meant to pit with him, but he didn't give me a cue to when he was going in.
Cool. Also, I wanted to ask you, how's the track handling right there? Clint? I also wanted to ask you, how's the track handling, and how's the wind treating your truck out there?
Yeah, it's definitely Alt F4 than the number I just added my channel.
That's pretty crazy out here. And trucks are all over the place, to me anyways, but I'm, trying to hold a pretty good line.
Well, there you heard it. Sadaki said everyone's moving around. That's exactly what we're seeing. Lots of kind of shifting from one lane to the other. Could be the wind, it could be the new tire model, it could be lots of things. Hey, it's iRacing. If it was easy, everybody would do it. So, very good. Matt Cook's our leader. Business will pick up as we get closer to the end when they realize $10 cash to our leader out there, thanks to Michelangelo's painting. I'll tell you what, you're in Arizona, you need paint on your buildings. It'll literally bake off in the summer when it's 117 degrees out here. And boy, you need somebody like Michelangelo's painting where him and his crew will go out there and paint that house in that hot heat and get it done. Very valuable community service provided by Michelangelo's painting. Hey, somebody's got to do it, right? So pace car lights are off. Sadusky pitted there with a good back with Romana Senior. We'll have to watch them come through the pack. But pace car lights are off. Pace car's off. Watch the restart here. They had a big mess last time. Green flag, green flag. Looks like they all get away this time. I wouldn't be surprised if at least one truck, maybe three, got a black flag there. Passing to the left. So Gilbert and Lee can waste no time hooking up on the outside and going to the front. (10-4). So, again, Matt Cook is hooked up now with the 53 is Stephen Erb. We haven't called Stephen much tonight, but here he is running fourth. Hooked up with Matt Cook, one of the veterans. Back in fourth and fifth, we got another pair. Donald running back here by himself, but on the outside is Nick Reynolds, pushed by Dennis Sadler, and that Haviland Chevy Silverado. love to see the outside lane form here, and it's starting to. Donald Jenkins in the mix there, and the 33 of Ryan McGurk. We got us a pack, boys. Yeah, McWarrick has got some rear end damage there. Spoiler kind of bent in. One truck pulling off pit road there. Oh, another green truck spins out in the back of the field by itself. We stay green. Caution is out. What in the world? Who is that? The 36 is the truck involved. Jason Cardwell again.
At this
So
moment,
the 36 blows it. Jason Cardwell causing multiple cautions out here. Basically, we had pairs going by him, and he wasn't giving him any room, and he got himself taken out. That was really his fault, in my opinion. But after being involved in earlier cautions, you'd think he'd cut some slack here.
at this moment, if you're a driver, you're thinking, if I got damage, should I go in or should I not just stay out, let my gas run out? Maybe I should go in. It's a lot of stuff going through your mind right now.
So the tower has parked the 36 of Jason Cardwell for bringing out multiple cautions. Let's pick up our lead pack here coming down to pit road. Like you said, are they going to stop? We're on 35 laps to go. Looks like Dustin Lee and Damon Gilbert are going to come in. No, they fake it. And everybody else pits. Almost everybody else pits. What's the strategy for Gilbert and Lee? I don't think they've pitted yet. This is getting interesting. You know, they'll probably, like we saw this last week, where I think it was the winner, the eventual winner, waited till at least halfway before he pitted, no matter when the caution fell, because that was what he planned, and it worked out that way for him, and it worked out, and he won.
Rob Robin, senior, had to go in pretty early there. He's looking awful pretty smart now. He's sitting in 8th position.
All right, let's see if we can get a driver interview. I'm going to pick up Stephen Earp in the 53 truck.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, Steven, nice to see you up there in the top 3. How's the truck running, and what are the conditions like out there?
It's pretty rough. I mean, the truck's good. I think we got a truck good enough to win if we can stay out of trouble. The wind and the track and everything, it's a handful.
Well, it certainly looks like that from up here. A lot of guys moving around a lot, but well, if we can keep it green, we have 34 laps to go. You got a partner to hook up with and get a run on these two guys out front?
Yeah, I got one. Just got to wait for him to get up here.
All right, good luck. We'll be watching.
All right, Stephen Earp there in the Carolina truck, Chevy Silverado. Let's take a look at some paint jobs. Jonas, what paint jobs out there you like? Let's take a look at them.
I'm looking at this Autism truck. That's a really, really nice paint job.
What number is that?
Kerry Cleaver. He's got a autism awareness truck. It looks awful good.
Yep, and I was going to point out the Cecil Renee truck, Roush Performance. Really like that bright white with a dark black and red contrast. Nice looking paint job, Cecil.
And this Dennis Sattler, Haviland truck, Allison, Davey Allison truck. I'm kind of digging that.
Love the retro style there. Yep, Texaco Haviland used to be a staple in NASCAR for decades. We don't see them around much anymore. Brian Cross is down on the apron here, but we do have the pace car lights off, and we're in turn 4. So let's see what happens on the restart here. We did get rid of that particular driver that caused a couple different cautions now. So hopefully we can stay green here. Pace car's off. And Damon Gilbert brings him down with Dustin Lee there on the high outside. Green, green, green. Looks like we got away cleanly there. Hopefully. Top 5 are lined up on the bottom here. Oh, and the 53 and 48 wastes no time. Jump to the outside here on Lee and Gilbert. We got a race for the lead here.
Yeah, Mike, I'm thinking as fresh tires is going to come into play here.
Wait, I thought everyone was telling me there's no tire for this new tire. How could that be? I don't know, but I agree with you. I think tires help here at Talladega, even though a lot of people say they don't. We'll have to see. Up front, just a good old-fashioned pushing contest. And who's going to get hot first? We still have a long ways to go. But, you know, Dustin Lee, he wants that bottom position. That's the place to be. That's where you can manage the race. But you got to keep it. And I know Dustin's hot by now. As they finally give up and get back in line here, that allows Dustin to back off immediately and start to get cool again. Now the 48 needs to do that too.
I'm thinking we on lap 21. I'm thinking Dustin Lee get Damon Gilbert's gas situation. I'm thinking it might be about 35, 36, lap 35, 36, somewhere in there.
Boy, Stephen Earp went out high there and hit. the 78 of Brian Cross, and Brian Cross takes the lead with huge help by Kerry Cleaver in that autism awareness truck. So Kerry Cleaver getting done up here, pushing like crazy on the back of Brian, but they aren't able to keep it. They're giving up, trying to duck back into line here. As Stephen Earp really cutting them a break, letting them get in there. But sometimes that's the goal. You're coming from 12th and 13th up to 3rd and 4th, you know. It's hard to get that last 2 spots, but it's not too hard to get up to 3rd and 4th. Boy, some checking up here. Everyone's scrambling. Even got a couple on the apron here. They need to get back up. They keep it green. Well, we're on the leader here, but these guys, if they touch the apron, we're going to have all kinds of trouble. Whoa, and they're wrecking in the back. Green trucks again. We have a thing with green trucks wrecking.
Oh, 73 got in the 54 there, into Nick Reynolds.
So Jeremy Crandall involved. Jeremy Crandall just got collected. The 54 was definitely involved with Nick Reynolds. So picking up a replay here of Nick Reynolds. Looks like Matt Cook takes it 3 wide. And so the 124 brings it down but doesn't realize the 54 is there. The 124 makes a mistake in traffic. That's Isaiah Sutherland and wrecks the 54 and others. But we're under caution again. Nick Reynolds on pit road getting damaged, repaired. 12 is all tore up out there. Jeremy Crandall's all tore up.
Leaders is pit.
Leaders are pit. They are. Finally, Gilbert and Lee pit. Brian Cross following them in. In fact, everyone following them in. Will they take tires? A lot of fuel to put in the tank. You might as well get at least 2 tires. Boy, what a great spot these guys have on pit road. The first and the second box, they can just pull right off together. Fuel only for the 2 leaders. So it looks like Isaiah stayed out there. Caused that caution, and he is out in front of the pack. And then the 15 truck, Dennis Sather in the Haviland colors, is our leader. Looks like Dennis stayed out. Then we have Donald Kendrick. And then it looks like Kevin O'Brien. So 3 cars stayed out, it appears. And then we have Dustin Lee and Damon Gilbert. Oh, pace car lights are still on. Jonas, you want to try to get an interview with somebody here?
Yeah, we can get one with Dennis Staffler.
I'd jump in there and do it.
Dennis sent there. You got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
I see leading the race here. I wanted to ask you, how's the truck handling? And how's the draft working? I see a lot of trucks. I've been sitting up there watching a lot of trucks move around a whole lot. How's the draft?
My truck's pretty stable. I started off pretty far in the back, and then Mac and I started off back in about the 15th, 18th place on this last green. And it was pretty stable. I don't run a pretty radical setup. I'm not really feeling the wind that much. We just had an unfortunate situation there.
Right on. Appreciate it. We'll be up there watching you, and good luck.
There you have it. Our leader, Dennis Sather, the Haviland 15 Chevy Silverado. Donald Kendrick shown second. Dustin Lee third. Damon Gilbert fourth. And James McElhatton up to fifth. Thanks for joining us at All Pro Racing. 26 laps to go. Big racing week for me personally. Got my first NASCAR iRacing Series win at Talladega this weekend. So happy and proud of that. First official win of the year, 38th career win officially. So very pleased. Also got a new paint job and running the Toyota Camry for the first time. Very happy with the car. Excited to race it. Jonas, I understand you won a couple big events this week too.
Yeah, Mike, I've been fooling around with it. Been having some pretty good luck with it. Been kind of new to it, but been really enjoying it.
We're back to green. Congratulations on your win. We got quite a bunch up back here for fourth, fifth spot. They're all side by side. I can't imagine everyone didn't get a black flag though. Up front, boy, Sather and Kendrick get a nice start. Big old gap on third place. This 11 car is throwing me off a little bit. The 11 truck is a lap down. Out there in the mix with the leaders. Oh, and we got another. Oh, we got another wreck, and it's still green. Still green, and they're still wrecking. And we got definitely one down on the apron there. We got to take a replay on that. 30 car. James McElhatton involved. Let's take a replay with him. He's pushing on the 20 there. Coming along on the bottom, going into 3. The 20 goes up into the 19. They somehow save it, but the 30 goes to the apron, comes back up, and the 27 and 14 are all over the place, all over each other, trying to save it. They do. Wow, great driving by everybody involved. Come through that cleanly. And somehow we stay green. So back up front, live action here. Got two pairs leading the way here. Huge gap on this spot. But Damon Gilbert and Dustin Lee are switching here for third and fourth as Kendrick continues to push on Sather. Oh, and they're wrecking in the back here. Yellow. Let's get a replay. The 30 is involved. James McElhatton getting a replay on the 30. right behind a 64 as they go to come around another truck, and they touch him, and it doesn't work out. That's a racing deal there, but boy, lots of trucks involved.
Lots of chatter on the radio. Drivers not happy at this moment. Hopefully they still got that reset. Might be too late in the race for a reset, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, James DeVille, who's several laps down, pulling what I'm going to call a Brad Keselowski, out there mixing it up with the pack and getting in the way, pretty much is what happened here. The 20 of James DeVille, that's who it is goes up high to the top lane here, but doesn't give him a lot of room, and with the wind and everything, this wasn't enough room, and they all collect and hit each other. A tough break for a lot of cars. Let's pick up live action going to pit road here. Who's got damage? Who doesn't? Our leader pits. Hendrick pits. Looks like all our leaders are pitting. Not everybody, though.
Yep, Damon Gilbert, Dustin Lee.
And they just pitted, so I'm kind of surprised. But you know what? We might be in a window now, fuel-wise. Looks like Whiteside beats him off pit road there. So let's see if we can figure out the running order here. The 42 is behind the pace car. 42 is a lap down, Mike Wheeler. So he's looking to get a lap back. So it's a good break for Mike Wheeler in the Carolina truck. He's going to get waved around back on the lead lap here. That'll put 20 cars on the lead lap. Our leader will be Kerry Cleaver in the Autism Awareness 69 Chevy Silverado. He stayed out with Stephen Earp in the 53 truck, Carolina truck, and 13 of Jeff Martin. Then David Whiteside wins the race off pit road. Now, I'm not sure if Whiteside missed his stall or he just had a quick fill of fuel or what, but he beat these guys off. Then Dennis Sather and Damon Gilbert, Dustin Lee, Donald Sadusky, James McElhatton, and Tanner Siegfert round out our top 10.
We've got Mike. We've got a few guys that's lap down trying to get a lucky dog. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's try to cover this lucky dog race, because lots of times it is the race within a race, especially when I'm the one racing for it. But right now, Andrew Williams is currently scored as our lucky dog recipient should the next caution come out. He's fighting with Nick Reynolds in the 54 for that spot currently. But it's tough to judge what to do as a lap car when you're around these leaders. Lots of people say good sportsmanship says, hey, you need to give up the spots and let them go, you know. But there's other drivers that think otherwise, you know, like Brad Keselowski.
Yes, he was 6 laps down, I think. Yeah, he was 6 laps down and took a few cars out.
All right, let's see if we can get a driver interview here. I'm going to talk to Andrew Williams. He seems to have something to say, so let's get a word with him.
I'll be saying things on it. Now I'm going to slip you another 50.
No. You little good fella. Been really surprised, like you said.
Hey, it's Mike Ellis up in the booth here for Andrew Williams in the 12 truck. Hey, Andrew, it sounds like you might have something to say out there. Tell us what's going on.
G'day, Mike. Thanks for this. Yeah, no, it's just been an interesting race. A lot of people just aren't keeping their wits about them. There are a lot of guys out here who are, but unfortunately we're just being sucked in by some impatient drivers at the moment. The headwind down the back straight is really been a killer and throwing the trucks around. But yeah, it's just one of them races. I kind of wish I was up in the booth this one.
Well, I tell you what, when there's a pair on the outside and you're on the inside, it literally sucks you up a lane. And we're seeing it happen with a lot of good drivers. So give room out there, guys. 20 laps to go. Good luck, Andrew. You're in the lucky dog spot. We were just trying to cover the lucky dog race, or the race for the lucky dog. Are you aware of that? And who are you racing right now for that lucky dog spot?
Yeah, I'm not sure who I'm racing for it, but I'm just trying to stay out of trouble at the moment. And just I'm damaged, you can see it, but yeah.
All right, good luck.
And we're about ready to go green. Pace car's off.
Thanks, Mark.
And Cleaver starts him down low instead of out by the wall. Let's see what happens. He gets away cleanly. So Cleaver is our leader with Stephen Earp in second. Whoa, and got one down on the apron there. Not happy. Not sure what happened. But we carry on. Jeff Martin into third spot. $19 laps to go. Be sure to find us on Facebook, All Pro Racing, and YouTube. Our new home will be broadcasted live tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, our Super Speedway Series. If you're over on Facebook, you'll be able to see Michael DeVito flash the cash. My name's Mike Ellis. Got Jonas Hankins in the booth with me. Michael DeVito running the cameras. As Earp is getting it done, pushing Cleaver here. We got another pair on the outside making noise, the 13. Being pushed by the lap car. So we got Jeff Martin working with his teammate, I believe, Isaiah Sutherland. Now we saw Isaiah cause a caution earlier. Let's see if he can keep it clean. Boy, we got a pack here as the intensity is picked up. Looking at how the wind moves these trucks around, man, you can really see them sawing on the wheel here. And probably working the throttle as well. You really got to lift when you're not in the front, so you don't run into the people in front of you. So you're kind of feathering that throttle and so forth. Boy, we got a blanket we can throw over the top 10 here. Side by side for the lead. And it looks like Martin's got a run here. Jeff T. Martin. In the rednecksracing.com truck is our new leader. Is he going to abandon his teammate? Pull down, he's not clear. Clear there for a moment. Earp and Martin. And now the outside lane. Whoa, and we got one off into the inside lane hard. The Haviland truck. And to hope we stay green. I don't know what happened there. Isaiah Sutherland pushing on the outside, really hot, has to back off. Earp Cleaver getting it done on the inside there. As the 13 truck has to pull down to the bottom. Whoa, and Whiteside looks high with the 19 of Sadusky. They take it to the middle. And now they're making their run, 15 to go. Jeff Martin, the odd man out here. He lost his partner, got caught, fell way back there. And now it's Whiteside, one last lead. David Whiteside to the lead with Sadusky pushing him through there. $14 laps to go, 5 18 lead changes. And watching Gilbert and Lee here, just waiting for this front pair to, they're clear. Now what will the front pair do? Will they pull down? Whoa, Sadusky bails on Whiteside. And, Mullenbro's checking up hard. Can they keep it clean here? 3 wide back here for 4th. As the 48 and the 54 go for it on the outside. Whiteside doesn't know what to do. His partner bailed on him there, went to the bottom. That might be the winning move if it was like a 2 to go. But it's 13 to go. Sadusky being pushed now by the 69 of Kerry Cleaver. What do you make of this, Jonas? Partners mixing it up here.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of trucks is bouncing around. Looks like trucks might be getting a little hot. So we got about 12 more laps to go. It's the drivers' hands are getting sweaty now. That's a good way to put it.
As we're seeing Dustin Lee and David Gilbert, they got a hard run on the outside. They got it. They're almost clear. They're clear. Wow. And boy, is Lee hot. You can see him duck out right away trying to get some air into that engine. Sadusky's all over the back, and Sadusky now goes high. He does not want to check up for Dustin Lee. Kerry Cleaver's like, wow, I guess I'll follow him here. The 13 still trying to find a place to run and somebody to run with. If he takes it 3 wide on the outside with no partner, that's not going to fly. So we got us a nice little pack here of about 15 cars. Thanks for joining us at All Pro Racing. 11 to go. Where do you want to be, Jonas, here as you wind down these laps?
I personally want to be on the inside. You know, that's the preferred line. But you know, like you've seen there, Dustin Lee and Damon Gilbert did it on the outside, one on the inside, and now these guys on the outside is trying to get up there and do the same thing to them, but isn't enough laps.
And James Meckel finally goes a lap down. Pulls it on the pit road there. 10 laps to go. Sadusky's got to be hot by now. He's still giving it the old yeoman's try. That outside is tough. Remember last week, Whiteside won the race. He was running about where he is now, 5th or 6th spot, and the top 4 or 5 wrecked in front of him. Oh, and Whiteside wrecks the 69, and it's caution. Let's take a replay on Whiteside. Last week's winner, I was just talking about how he was in the right spot, but apparently he wasn't this caution. They go into 3. He's on the outside of Terry Cleaver there. And just like we've seen before with the wind, oh no, what happened? The Suave for Men truck involved again, the 124 of Isaiah Sutherland. I think we've called his name a few too many times in these cautions. But the 124 bumps Whiteside, which turns him down into the bottom pair and spins them all around. So tough break for Whiteside, who was just riding along there, minding his own business, getting, ran over basically. So Sutherland, 3 laps down out there, was just mixing it up with the leaders, has taken it behind the wall now. So back up live with our leaders. Everyone stays out as we come to the pit road. We have a couple takers farther back in the pack, but mostly stay out. 9 laps to go. Let's pick up Gilbert here on a driver interview.
Out there pushing you around, making you look good. You guys get the lead there in a commanding fashion on the outside. Look strong. Do any of these other guys have anything for you two?
Yeah, I know Donald's always been quick whenever he's raced with us, and I bet the 53 with them working together are going to be fast. But me and Dustin are always fast when we work together. Every week we're up front battling if we don't get caught up in something. So I'm pretty confident that we got this.
Yeah, it looked like we had some lap cars mixing it up there with the lead lappers that kind of caused that caution there. What I call a Brad Keselowski.
Too much damage, boys. I'm done, Ryan. I'll see you guys later on.
Oh,
Thanks
there
for
you go.
running.
Donald Kendrick is out of the race. He's pulled it behind the wall. James DeVille is behind the wall. James McElhatton, that's a hard name, is behind the wall. What else is going on out there, Jonas?
I'm hearing a lot of drivers on getting teammates, trying to work up to the front. I'm trying to pick a dark horse. How about you?
Boy, you got to pick Gilbert and Lee at this point. They got the bottom. They've been strong all night. They've led the most laps. But Earp has been right there too, but he's lost his partner. You got Sadusky up there, who we know is good. Cecil Rene, a previous winner in this series, running 5th. Donald Jenks, All-Pro Racing Zone, running there in 6th. A lot of great drivers in position here to win this. So running 7th, Tanner Siegfried. 8th, Rod Romano Sr. 9th, Kevin O'Brien. We haven't called Kevin's name tonight, but he's getting up front when they, when the counting's good here. Good job, O'Brien. Clint Hamilton. We haven't called him. Is running 9th. No, excuse me, 10th. Let's take a look at Clint Hamilton's truck. Running the Great Plains truck. It looks like a tornado on the hood. Big old Chevy emblem on the back. Nice turquoise blue with yellow flames. Nice looking paint job. Ryan McGurk running 11th in that Gatorade racing machine. David Whiteside 12th, Kerry Cleaver 13th. Rounding out the last car of the lead lap, RedDexRacing.com, Jeff Martin, 14th spot. 7 laps to go. Jonas, why don't you call the green flag this time and the action as we go around this first green lap?
I will, Mike. Pace car lights is out, and drivers is getting really, really antsy right now. We got 6 more laps to go, and we're getting ready to go green.
Get up on that wheel, boy.
Pace cars off. Green, green, green. Damon Gilbert off of a big start. Here we go, Dustin Lee coming up with the tag team. Here we go. I see the 3 car back there blinking a little bit. Oh, the 3 cars off. The caution's out and the 3 is spinning all over the track.
Let's take a replay of the 3 car. Donald Jinks blinking out. You know, you gotta say the internet caused that wreck. Jinx is not a bad racer. But picking up a replay of Jinx, yeah, it's blinking in and out on my replay as the 48 is trying to push him. And this is the desperate part of it here, is nobody's giving an inch, even though the guy's blinking like a Christmas light, because it's the end of the race and there's money on the line, baby. But, yeah, Jinx ends up getting wrecked, and as well as several others. 5 laps to go. We're running iRacing rules with no admin, so if it ends under yellow, it ends under yellow. Not sure if we're going to go back to green or not. Gilbert is scored as our leader. Might get 1 green flag, I'm told, but we'll have to wait and see as we cycle around. This is another reason we picked single file restarts over double file, is there's 1 less caution lap when there's a caution. And it looks like nobody's going to pit, obviously. We're at the end of the race. Expect some of the guys in the back to come in for tires, but nobody comes in off the front pack at all. So let's see if we can get a word with one of our drivers here. I'm going to pick up, let's get an interview with Kevin O'Brien. He's up to 8th. He's running around the back forever, but here he is, almost in a spot to go for the win. Let's see if we can get a word with O'Brien.
Hey, Mike Ellis up in the booth for Kevin O'Brien in the 84. You got me?
Behind me, too. Yes, I've got you. Go ahead.
Well, we saw you, strategy running around the back there, last car to lead lap for a long time, but now we're down to 4 laps to go. I think we might get 1 green flag here. You got anything for these guys? You going to be able to get to the top 5?
The only way I'm going to get
get past them is if everyone wrecks on the last lap. That's the only way I see it. But I'm happy to finish up front for once, and just tried to stay out of trouble most of the way, and it's paid off. I'm in the top 10. Can't complain. Two to go on this restart. I'm just going to go for it.
Well, it's a good strategy, especially with the wind today and all the action we've seen with you know, trucks getting sucked up from the bottom lane. So yeah, good job keeping it clean. We'll be watching, and good luck to you.
Thank you.
Let's do double interviews. I'm going to pick up Cecil Rene, one of our previous winners here at All Pro Racing. Cecil, we've been enjoying your new paint job, the Roush Performance Chevy Silverado. How you running out there? Top 5. You got anything for these guys?
Hey, Mike, how's it going? Yeah, we're trying to give it a whirl here this last lap and a half shootout we're going to have. Should be interesting.
All right, nice looking paint. Good luck out there. You're just close enough to the front. You might be able to do something. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's see if the pace car lights go off as we come across the start-finish line here. This is key. It does. So we did get the 1 to go. So we're going to have 2 laps to go. Literally a green-white checker. 12 cars on the lead lap. So who do you got here, Jonas? Who do you like?
I'm liking Dustin Lee. He's sporting the Michelangelo's painting scheme. I think he might bring it to victory lane tonight.
You see him down on the apron, getting fresh air into that radiator, doing everything he can to cool that engine. And I bet you he's got it probably turned off, and he's just coasting along, trying to get the core temperature of that engine as low as possible. Because he knows
is it very
he'll be able to
jumpy,
push
or
as
is it
hard as
actually
he can for 2
smooth
laps straight without that thing blowing. So Stephen Earp is starting third there. What can he do? Now, we've seen Gilbert and Lee, when they've hook up on the outside, but I think they're going to be keen to keep the bottom. It worked out for them on the last restart. What will Earp and Sadusky do? You know Sadusky's going to push for all he's got. I'm sure they're going to break high here on the, as soon as they can. Dustin Lee and Gilbert, I predict, will go low. And we'll have to see where Cecil Rene ends up. Tanner Siegfried is running there in the 6th spot, so maybe he can help Cecil Rene. But boy, anything goes. Pace car's off. They're checking up already up back here. Lots of anxious nerves. Green, green, green. Looks like the 53 was laying back. Stephen Earp gets a little. And boy, our lead pair get hooked up right away. So what are these leaders wanting right now, Jonas?
The leaders is really, really taking off, and looks like they pretty much got it in the bag.
Well, they don't want a caution here. They want to get around to the white flag, because then the next flag that will stop the race.
Here comes third and fourth.
Boy, they got a run there. A nice little trap, and they finally duck out. They got one more lap to get it done. Can Dusty do it? So Stephen Earp and Dusty on the outside is some of the best in the business on the inside. I think Cecil Rene and them are too far back. Tanner.
This is all for the marbles, the $10.
Sadusky's trying. And boy, that third pair has a run, but they have nowhere to go. As he comes right up on Dustin Lee, I wonder if he's going to get it loose. As now is the time to side draft. Earp and Sadusky trying to get it done as Siegfried changes lines. But nobody's got nothing for Lees is pushing for everything. As he goes high on his teammate. Now side by side for the win. Gilbert. So Lee tries to pull off the win. The perfect time move, pulling out on his teammate. Just missed it. Let's take a replay of that finish for the win. Damon Gilbert, now a repeat winner here at All Pro Racing. I'm sure Dustin Lee probably thought it was his turn since Damon's won twice now, but Dustin Lee gets it done. He goes for a run on the outside here as they cross the start-finish line. .047 seconds difference, just a matter of like 4 feet or so. Boy, it was close.
Wow, what a finish. Wow.
So a lot of more caution than we hope to see, but a good finish at the end, a lot of good racing. Let's see if we can pick up driver interviews. I'll pick up first, third. Jonas, you take second.
Yeah, it was a good race, but me and Dustin have worked together for about 6 weeks or so, and we're fast every time, and we just get caught up, and it was good that we could finally win one.
Well, very good. Yeah, you guys had the bottom, and you had a good restart there. Donald was trying, and he was coming with Earp, but it's a little bit harder on the outside. But, yeah, track position counts. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
All right, you have anybody you want to say hi to or thank?
Yeah, I just want to say hi to all the people that are watching me, like my dad and all his friends and people.
All right, and now Jonas is going to pick up our second place finisher, the Olive Hills Welding Dustin Lee.
Dustin Lee, Jonas in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I pretty much want to congratulate you in the second place finish there. For running this Michelangelo's paint skin tonight, you got yourself $5. I personally had you to win the race. You got anything you want to say? Anybody to say hi to? Or
Just like to thank my friends and family, and you know, Damon, teammate here. We're good together every week, and you know, truck ran good. Tried to make a last-ditch effort there to take the win, but definitely wanted to make sure it gave him enough of a push. If I didn't win, he definitely would win. And yeah, it's definitely nice to finish one of these things for once.
And let's pick up our third place finisher, Cecil Rene, in the 64 Roush Performance Chevy Silverado. Cecil, great run there. You got by that outside pair and stuck a couple more spots there from 5th to 3rd on that last run. Great finish.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. We had a pretty good run on them there, coming on the back stretch, coming to the straight, but unfortunately the track was blocked, so there's not a whole lot we could do there.
Boy, you know, they say Talladega is not the place for track position, but really at the end of these races, it is track position all the way, huh?
Yeah, 10-4. It was a lot of fun tonight, though. Good racing, guys.
All right, thanks. You have any shout-outs?
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to you guys in the booth for doing a great job and covering this for us. Thanks. A shout out to Mike too for putting this on, doing a great job there, and also to Tanner too for giving me that push there on the last lap.
Yeah, Tanner Siegfried, looking good out there, finished 6th. Well, congratulations, Cecil. We'll see you next time. Thanks to everyone who ran.
Well, there you go, folks. Our top 3. Damon Gilbert, our winner, $10. Sponsor at the last minute decided to cough up some consolation cash for Mr. Dustin Lee running the Olive Hills Welding Michelangelo's paints. 51 Chevy Silverado finishing 2nd. Cecil Rene 3rd. Stephen Earp finishes 4th. Donald Sadusky 5th. Tanner Siegfried 6th. Rod Romanus Sr. 7th. Kevin O'Brien 8th. David Whiteside 9th. Clint Hamilton finishes 10th. Well, what do you think, Jonas? A lot of cautions, a lot of racing out there, but at the end I think it was pretty entertaining.
Yes, it was. You know, you just got to have your car clean all race, and it comes down to them last 2-3 laps, and find your partner and push for the win.
Yeah, and you know, more and more I'm seeing that track position is so big there, with like, you know, 30 to go, 20 to go before those last round of cautions start happening. You know, you got to be up front to keep it, you know, and yeah, you can make a run on it, but you're going to end up on the outside, not the disadvantage. So congrats to Gilbert and Lee getting that track position when it counts, you know, back, you know, 20 to go or whenever that was. Good job to them, and they kept it. So congratulations. Make sure to join us next week, every Tuesday night. My name is Mike Ellis. His name is Jonas Hankins. Behind the camera is Michael D'Amico. We're All Pro Racing. Make sure to see us next time. Thanks.